admitting to the increased effectiveness on the glass. I'd have to say he is falling a little short. I think some of the media may be quick to judge, but it's one of those things you learn to be careful what you promise, as the entire NBA media sphere will hold you accountable, and sometimes it can be a bit tough on the ego.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. We'll see Grant and Kamara playing it forward. Henderson and Sharp are the guards. And it's Klingon in at center.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Three-pointer. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Here's Kamara. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Powell. MP's got 13. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Henderson. Grant in the post. MP's there. Grant, that's good.
I like wings who can score inside. Grant showing that skill.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Grant outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. 7 points in the game.
Well, he didn't come into the league with great range, but Grant worked hard, and now he is really good from out there.
No question, Scoot Henderson has excelled from a very early age.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think it was tough on Scoot Henderson when he first came in the league. The expectations were so high, and he didn't absolutely dominate early. People got down on him, but this is a really talented guy. If we just give him a little time, he's going to be one of the best guards in this league.
And how about the awareness by Klingon, a big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
The three from MP. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 20.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Henderson, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Back to MP. Again, the Heat, good for two.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Henderson kicks to Grant. There's the triple. And Scoot Henderson with the three.
Well, and this is critical for Henderson's development. When he's knocking down threes with consistency, he is a problem.
Yep, it counts. He's got 24.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Sharp. There's a screen by Kamara. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Powell finds MP. Lets a floater go. And the layup. Is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Henderson for 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
MP, that's for 2. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. MP's got 28 points for the game. Grant outside. Swinging the screen for Grant. For 3, Henderson. It's hauled in by the Heat. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
No good on that one.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young player.
Lillard's checked in for Toumani Camara. Good on the second free throw. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 9-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan. Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Grant outside. No good with the triple.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And MP with the basket on the assist by Hakeem. MP's got 33. Sharp with it. Now Payton defending. Grant outside. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's MP. And Klingon pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 10. Out to the right wing. The shot by Lillard. Wide open. Sinks the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Miami's gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the three in the first quarter. And he's good on the three ball.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Henderson outside. Lillard against Powell. Nifty move. And Lillard with a nice bucket inside. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
Nice little move there from Lillard to create the space he needed to get that score. He's got such a tight hand.
Hopkins. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. And that's now 38 points for MP. Lillard outside. To the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Sometimes the best option is to foul Clinton and take your chances sending him to the line.
And Miami making a change here. Heroes checked in. Portland also making some changes. Meeks is checked in. And it's Green in for Shaedon Sharpe. First one falls for him. Changes. Norman Powell's checked in for Jaime Jaquez. And MP subbed in for Jokic Jonas. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Down by 12. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Adebayo is out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's MP. And it's Hero into the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Powell against Sharpe. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against Golden State. Pass to Sharpe for 3. Henderson, no good. The Heat leading by 17. Hopkins, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
And he uses the glass on the layup. 47 points for MP.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Henderson with the basket on the assist by Klingon.
Explosive in the lane. That's where Henderson's most comfortable getting his looks.
A 3 from MP. Good, he hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Henderson outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
They need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
Guys, MP has established himself as one of the best rebounders in the league. I asked him about how he continues to develop that part of his game, and he told me, I study tape of all the greats. Guys like Rodman, Malone, and Hayes picking up on little things they did is how I'll reach the next level. He knows his history.
Oh, I love that. Studying some of the legends. Gotta love that approach. Thank you.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Jaquez, he's checked in for Miami. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Toumani Camara, he's checked in for Shaedon Sharpe. To the right side. Henderson for three. Good on the three-point shot. Henderson's got 5 points in the quarter.
His first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
And that one, good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Trailblazers shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look. Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender, all right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
Knocks down. The 3-ball. MP's got 59 points.
MP looking solid from there.
Pass to Camara. 1:37 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Grant. It's rebounded by Payton. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Readiness is so important, and the moment he saw his opening, MP was ready to attack.
1:05 left here in the second. Grant outside to end the run. The offensive rebound. Camara finds Henderson. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's MP, and another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Camara, takes the 3, and Scoot Henderson, good for 3. Henderson's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Trailblazers. And here's MP for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
How about MP right there? Just drilling a 3 of his own for good measure.
Grant outside. Launches it. Good defense by MP.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Isaiah Joe.
And here is Grant. He had 13 points in the win against Toronto. Pass to Henderson. And so it's Miami with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. They'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that matchup against the Magic, they hold some advantages, but can't play sloppy or uninspired. Still have to come in focused and get the job done.
That's just like us here in the studio. It's hard to bring it every day, but, we try. Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Trailblazers.
Well, first off, they're getting worked on the glass. Maybe I need to go down there and show them how to establish position.
Uh-oh, Dr. O'Neill's School of Rebounding in session. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Sharp is on the wing, and he'll be paired with Grant. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. And it's Henderson in at the point guard position.
Well, that's exactly what Adebayo's out there to do off the ball. Work the glass and get his team second chance opportunities.
Back to Henderson. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Henderson's got 16.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That will be the fourth of the string of 5 played on the road. And a deep three from MP. And the Heat, another three.
Stretching out the defense. MP, impressive range shown there by the youngster.
Back to Henderson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 18. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I got to go Magic. Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Klingon the screen for Sharp. And slam dunk by Kamara.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Grant the pass to Sharp. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
Assisted by
Grant's got 4 assists in the game.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
The three from MP. Gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Henderson, no good.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Lets it go from deep. Henderson, no good. For my Miami, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Pass to Kamare. Offensive rebound. And that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got 20 points.
Oh, great hustle by Henderson. His hops will really help him on the offensive glass.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors really contributed. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're... likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Sharp, that's good.
Nice focus. Sharp wanted that bucket inside, so he went and got it.
MP fires from way outside. And the Heat, another three.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
For the three. And again, it's Miami with the three.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Henderson, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
To the paint, here's Henderson, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
And here's MP for three. Good on the triple.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Pass to Kamare. Back to Henderson. And then Henderson with the dunk.
Well, tonight we're seeing why Scoot Henderson went 3rd overall in the draft. He possesses serious scoring talent.
And when you watch Kamara, Coach, what stands out to you the most?
Well, look, I think what stands out the most is his athletic ability and his energy. Those things he brings every night, and he gets a lot done with those. And then his skills just continue to improve. And as they do, the sky's the limit.
For three, Henderson bangs home the trifecta. Henderson's got 17 now, just in the second half. MP looking around. The three, and again, Miami with the triple.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Sharp with it. 14 points for him. Off target from three-point range.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
And good! There's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to Kamare. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Grant outside. There's a screen by Kamara. Here's Henderson. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Grant's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
The Trailblazers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Henderson passes to Sharp. Here's Kamare. Pass to Sharp. Shot clock at 5. A three-pointer, no good. And so Payton will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Here's Hopkins. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, high percentage looks are always a good idea. MP could build a career on shots like that if he wanted to.
Kicks it out to Grant. They get it back. Launches a three. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Hopkins. Hits it again. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to Kamare. No good on the triple. Heat shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. And here's MP for three. Cans it from downtown.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Sharp against foul. To halt the run. And it's Sharp missing.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
From 11 feet away. And it's Miami with another.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Henderson against MP. Grant gets a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And it's good, 2 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Well, look, if you give Henderson room for liftoff, he's going to jam it all over you.
And so here is Miami. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
From downtown, Henderson, no good. And so it's Miami, able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver.
Making a change here. MP's checked in. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
Andrew Wiggins is out there with Khalil Ware. Then there's Kingjaden76ers. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Hopkins in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the 4 for Miami.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And it's Sharp missing.
Looking to answer the three from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
And again for three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Lillard from outside. Portland again missing. And here are the Heat now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. To the left wing. Here's Hopkins. And another basket for Miami.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Sharp. Oh, and the jam by Sharp.
Oh, man. Sharp makes that look way too easy. That's elite bounce.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. MP, no good. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And it's Sharp missing.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild come. Backs in this league.
Here's Joe. Shot clock at 6. Lillard outside. And the three off target.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Yang pass to Sharp, driving to the basket. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Well, look, Sharp has a lightning-quick first step, which makes him tough to handle on drive.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Lillard, bounce pass. To the middle. Here's Joe. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, that's a part of Sharp's game that he takes very seriously.
The drive by MP. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Joe passes to Lillard. Miami grabs the miss. Jonas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket I'm fine with that.
And they pick up 2. And that's now 37 points from Scoot Henderson.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Down low. And it's Klingon with the jam.
You can't teach size, right? Klingon is already one of the bigger guys in this league, and you can see him adding another 10 or 15 pounds of muscle.
That one good for 2.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Inside.
Yeah, games like this are huge for Henderson's confidence. He's showing why he was highly covered. In the 2023 NBA draft.
And here's MP for 3. Connects from 3-point range.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Grant for three. Wiggins with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Grant sets a screen for Sharp. In the corner, Henderson with it. Off target with his three. Heat shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. And a deep three from MP. And the Heat, another three.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Now Sharp looking to end the run. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Fires the three. And the Heat, another three.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Here's Henderson.
Whoa! Gracious. And what a creative player this kid is. Henderson, so much fun to watch.
Pass to MP. Takes it inside. And the dunk by MP.
Well, he's been dialed in. Very efficient here in the second half.
Here's Lillard. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
Out to Henderson. His three-pointers off the mark. Lillard against MP. And got it! Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Sharp the pass to Henderson. They need this, and that one is good. Henderson's got 43 points.
Well, sometimes you got to go in there and play big, and that's what Scoot did.
Another one goes. Incredible. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying
win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys will push their win column up to 55.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Sharp, that's good.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
An aggressive response by Sharp, refusing to let the opposition get the better of him.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First free throw was good. free throws good for MP. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Bounce pass from Sharp. Grant, right side. Up and in on the layup.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Takes the 13-footer. Unable to get that one. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of it.
All right, listen up, guys. Winning takes sacrifice. Everyone wants more shots. Everyone wants the big contract. But winning means sublimating your individual goals for the good of the team. Yeah. So when
wow. Look, when I said I wanted to be the best rebounder in the league, I knew I'd need y'all help. And I knew it'd be...
Mama, there goes that man.
He about to tear the roof off.
Looking good, MP.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Alperen Şengün out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Doncic. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. And the second All-Star selection for MP. He's making a habit of this.
It's one habit he's not keen to break. And with his devotion to the work, it's reasonable to expect more of the same.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on. All over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Doncic, no good. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, Mike.